I remember my last day of working my corporate job of 10 years doing medical sales, and just what a great feeling it was to know that I was leaving with my expenses covered through investment income, that I could live. It really, work was optional if I had to go to work or not. It's a great feeling. And for you, maybe you are wondering the same thing. You're like, I don't want to be doing this job anymore. I'd love to get out of my job. Well, in my book, Fire Yourself, which I have on the shelf behind me up here, I talk about this, how to replace your working income with passive income in 3 years or less. And so I want to share the 3 secrets that are from the book and just from my life of how to be able to do this, to be able to leave your job and get started with passive investing and to be able to scale up to cover your expenses. So let's jump in. All right, so my name is Bronson Hill. I'm the CEO of Bronson Equity. We have about $200 million in multifamily assets. We also do ATM machines, car washes, other private equity type of stuff to provide cash flow appreciation and tax benefits to individuals like you. So let's jump into this here. What is your number? That's the first thing. What is your number? And I'm not talking about what's your favorite number, like number 7 or like the number 17 or whatever. Really, what is your financial freedom number? And a lot of times it's not as high as you think. What I did is I found that I didn't need to have the $200,000 that I was getting paid annually to leave my job. I needed more like $70K a year, right? I needed less than the higher amount because my expenses were not, I didn't spend everything I had. So when you figure out what your expenses actually are, it's important you do the work. So I encourage you now, if you haven't, just stop the video or at the end of this video, make a note and just figure out, like, write down, here's what my mortgage or my rent is. Here's what my car payment is. Here's what my insurance is. Here's the different costs I have in my life. And then you figure, okay, I only need this much, or to travel and food and all those things. Just add all that up and you realize it may not be as high as you like. But what I realized kind of in my journey is that, using passive income versus active income, that really, active income was not nearly as good as passive income. When you have passive income, it really allows you to be able to have that money come in residually over year. And a lot of times there's an appreciation that happens over time. So there's a power of being passive. And if something happens to you, for heaven forbid, you get disabled or you lose your job, or maybe a family member, you want to spend time with them, or you just say, hey, I'm going to quit, you have a midlife crisis, you want to travel. Like, that's all possible if you have passive income to cover your expenses. So, to me, I call myself I was a registered investment advisor for a few years. Now I'm a recovering investment advisor. And I realized Wall Street is not out looking for you. It's not looking for your best interests. And so there's a misalignment of interests. Over 50% of individuals managing large funds of over 100 million in Wall Street have $0 of their own money invested in with their investors, which is kind of crazy, right? So it's something that Wall Street's done a great job to say you have to invest this way. You've got to put money in stocks and bonds. You've got to trust the experts, but it's just not really true. So the second thing I say is after you discover what your number actually is to get started passively investing. I've had over 2,000 individual Zoom calls with high net worth investors. And a lot of people have analysis paralysis. This sounds kind of weird. I've never really done it. I don't know how to do this. Well, there's a couple of steps I give in my book where I talk about this, about really making a decision. Decide now to invest in a deal in the next 60 days. So if you have a net worth of $1 million or more, or a few million or more, you can say, hey, I'm going to put 50 to 100,000 in a deal. And it's just getting started by doing something. And regardless, you're going to learn something. And I'd say you look at 5 to 10 deals that fit, and there's some videos I have on how you find those deals. Networking events and other podcasts and videos are great ways to do it. And when you go to events, you're going to just hear about different deals that are out there. So that's the second thing to get started. The third thing is to make a plan. Really, what is your plan? What's your plan? What do you want to do? Can you invest 100K a year? Can you invest 50K a year? Can you invest 500K a year? Whatever it is, start investing and then get to a point where you can scale up, right? You're not just talking about it, you're not just a part of it, you're actually doing it, and it allows you to get where you want to go. So this quote from Robert Kiyosaki, it says this: financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. And I believe that. It's true. If you're willing to learn and you're able to work on it, financial freedom is available. And it's not just freedom of money, it's freedom of time. What would it be like if you could get up when you wanted, you could go where you wanted, you could travel when you wanted? And last year I traveled 6 times internationally. I love being able to have control over my schedule. That was the biggest reason I wanted financial freedom. And maybe for you, if you could actually spend more time with family or do more things that are really important to you, it's important. So check out this video. It's called Why I Love Inefficient Markets. There's a lot of markets, such as real estate and other markets, that there's a lot of inefficiencies, and so we find great deals, which we love. And if you haven't joined our investment club, we're doing deals in multifamily, oil and gas, ATMs, car washes. You can check it out, the link below. Go to our website, we'll set up a call with you, start an investing relationship. Thanks for taking the time to educate yourself, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Stick a comment below on what your goal is and what you're looking to do with leaving your job.